Welcome back to another episode of New Mexico's Hidden and Enchanting Treasures. I am your host, Manly Chapa, and today we are continuing our series on the legends of Route 66. Before we get into the video, I just want to apologize for taking so long to make this video. I am starting college soon, so I was busy getting preparations for school done. Anyways, this episode will be focusing on the four communities between Tucumcari and Clines Corners. So sit back and relax as we explore deep into the land of enchantment. Our first community is Newkirk. Newkirk is a census-designated area in Guadalupe County with a population of just 7 people. Founded in 1901 as a railroad town, the original name of this community was Conant, named after a local rancher, but the town was later renamed Newkirk when a settler named the community after his hometown of Newkirk, Oklahoma. A post office was established in 1910, with the building also serving as a gas station and a convenience store. Locals from around the area say that the population of Newkirk in 1946 was around 115 people. Locals also talk of the businesses in town, including 4 gas stations, 2 lunchrooms, some rental cabins, and the Debaca trading post. Now sits ruins of an old shamrock and a long-gone restaurant called Carlos Place. The last of the businesses closed in the 1980s, but the old abandoned buildings still stand in Newkirk, letting people know that there was once a prosperous community. Our second community is Cuervo. The now abandoned and unincorporated community was founded in 1902 as a stop for the Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railroad. Post-World War II, the population of Cuervo was around 128. A school was built for Cuervo in the 1930s, but closed in 1958. The established post office was the last business in Cuervo when it closed on September 10, 2011. A few old buildings include an old gas station that was converted from an old Santa Fe Railroad boxcar, a Catholic, and a Baptist church. Cuervo was another town that faded with the arrival of I-40 and the decrease of Route 66. Our next city to explore is Santa Rosa. Nicknamed the City of Lakes, this community, with a land area of 4.3 square miles, an elevation of 4,616 feet, and a population of 2,744 people, was founded in 1865 as a Spanish settlement named Agua Negra Chiquita, or Little Black Water. The name Santa Rosa was made official in 1890, which refers to a chapel built by resident Don Kelso Baca, dedicated to his mother and Saint Rose of Lima. This town began to prosper in the early 1900s when the Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railroad was built right through the middle of the town. In 1935, the Club Cafe was built to accommodate tourists who would call Santa Rosa an oasis in the desert. New owners tried to reopen the business, but found the building too damaged, so the building was demolished in October of 2015. Many things are known from Santa Rosa, including the novel-made movie by John Steinbeck called Grapes of Wrath. Santa Rosa is also the hometown to Rodolfo Anaya, author of the book Bless Me Ultima. One of the most notable attractions is the Blue Hole, a scuba diving site where the water is so clear that people miscalculate the depth of certain areas of the lake. The lake is naturally kept at a temperature of 61 degrees and at its deepest is 81 feet. Santa Rosa, in a sense, has 2 Route 66s. When Route 66 was built in 1927, it originally turned north in Santa Rosa towards Santa Fe, making its way up the present-day Highway 84. The highway would then make a sharp left turn and follow the present-day path of Interstate 25 through Tecolote, Bernal, San Jose, Glorieta, Santa Fe, and down through Bernalillo and Albuquerque. In 1937, Route 66 was adjusted and it ran straight west to Albuquerque. Evidently, Santa Rosa is one of the only few Route 66 legends in New Mexico that is still operating and still prosperous. Our last community that we will be discussing is Milagro. Translated from Spanish, the name means miracle. This small community, with an elevation of 5,804 feet and a population of just over 400 people, sits just a few miles to the east of Clines Corners. This area is most notably famous for the 1988 comedy The Milagro Beanfield War, based on John Nichols' novel. Directed by Robert Redford, this movie starred actors Ruben Blades, Richard Bradford, and Sonia Braga. The plot of the movie is about a community of farmers and ranchers who try to fight for their town against a political bigwig who is trying to buy out the land of Milagro in order to start his own community and businesses. Though it was based in Milagro, the movie was mostly filmed in Truchas, a town northeast of Chimayo. The movie made $13,825,794 at the box office. It won Academy Awards for Best Music and Best Original Score. How interesting is it that a community so small can make its way to the movies and become an instant celebrity for just a short period of time? So those are our 4 towns we will be covering today. Again, I apologize for the large gaps between videos, but I promise that the gaps will get smaller as I will start having more time to do these videos. Tune in next time as I step away from Route 66 and cover some small towns all around New Mexico. For any suggestions on towns I should do outside the Legends of Route 66 series, leave a comment below. Until next time, remember that not all of history is found in textbooks. Open your eyes and you may find some right in front of you.
Ancient sea of sun, gotta come and get a some of that air there on your porch. You call up Coca Pele, tell him we're on the way to spend some time at his resort. Like the hummingbird flies, we'll cross the state line. Well, I tell you, don't mind if I do. Light a Swisser sweet, roll up my jeans and dip one foot in the Cimarron stream with the one I love parked next to me, sitting there like a dream, eating Minnie's ice cream on the way to towns where overload them speaks with a little bit of little Michael Martin Murphy. Without a doubt, where I wanna be, doing this New Mexico kind of thing.